the product, and your brand, because everything in the middle is in trouble.
In this room,
yes.
As we said, it represents some of the largest staffing recruiting agencies, RPO agencies in the world.
Yes.
And the industry as a whole is evolving. Recruitment marketing, aka content, is growing. Is one of the fastest growing aspects of this industry.
Makes sense.
And I think a lot of the questions that I hear are about just where to start. Because these are businesses that haven't traditionally needed to think about a marketing strategy, a content strategy, a brand strategy.
Well, this is super funny, and obviously, like, I think some people here know me or consume me. Like, I've been screaming for the last year about LinkedIn. Like, I'm telling people that sell fitness equipment and raisins and socks to do content marketing on LinkedIn. You can imagine what I think you should be doing on it. I mean, if you are not producing 4 to 12 pieces of content a day at the scale of your businesses here, and probably even closer to 25 on LinkedIn a day organically, you're making a fundamental mistake. And there's nobody here even remotely close to doing that. I believe that to be true.
Challenge accepted, Gary.
I really believe it,
Yeah.
I'm glad, and I hope you do, because I think what you may know based on jumping in, or some of you may know following my career the last 10 years, I end up being right about this stuff a lot. Here's why. I'm not guessing. This is happening right now. Like, the organic reach in LinkedIn content right now is far more reminiscent to 2011 and 12 Facebook than anything I've seen. I would think that you're probably aware that there was a golden era of Facebook organic marketing that you heard about from your friends, or you lived or know of its existence. It is happening right now in your face in LinkedIn, which is the biggest permission for B2B people on earth ever in the last 20 years to get a good deal. And yet, A, people aren't acting on it, because B, they are not consumer centric. You will not produce content that brings value to the companies you're trying to serve or the people. You will make content that is a lead gen to your business. And that's why it won't succeed. And that's why the content won't resonate as much. So it's not only recognizing the strategy, but it's understanding how to make the creative that actually brings value to the other person, and being disciplined enough to being able to do that. There's no secret of how to get into better shape. Eat better, work out. But many people can't keep the regimen for a million different reasons. My strategies are basic. It's not super complicated. This is execution.
I have a quick one. So when you're talking about like reinvesting into your company, do you ever have like an idea or recommendation that you give to companies in terms of like how much percent of revenue they should be reinvesting into marketing?
No.
No.
My answer is as much as humanly possible. I believe that the internet will commoditize everything except brand. As much as humanly possible. Like, communication's the only thing left. The product itself, like obviously if your candy bar sucks, I'll just speed up everyone knowing it sucks. The product and your brand, because everything in the middle is in trouble. Bookstores went first, limos and cars went next. The entire macro infrastructure of physical retail is happening right now. Wait till you see what happens to the fast food and fast casual space with all these cloud kitchens and everyone's ordering everything and getting food delivered in 1 minute on brands that don't have stores, but it's the new McDonald's. It hasn't even started. You guys have felt the effects. There's been technology, things of that nature, and there'll be more. I would never, it's very rare for us to consider to hire an outside recruiting firm, because I'm just gonna analyze people in the wild. The data's there. Wait till that becomes consolidated. Wait till people understand that is a very good way to do it. You better build a brand, because it is reputation. It's why people say all those things, right? They're right until they're not. And how you build your reputation and the scale in which you can, and what's happening, and the ability, what's gonna happen and has already happened to some of you, and you know this to be true, is, you see, this is a ridiculously big spider. What's gonna happen is somebody who's only been in the business for 3 years is gonna start winning business from you, and you're gonna be complaining that they have no experience of what the hell, but they've already struck the heart and the mind of the person that decided because they've watched 4 videos on LinkedIn and they made sense to them, and they're very thrilled that you've been doing this for 26 years, but Karen made sense to them a week ago. Don't let that happen. Like I said earlier today in a different conference, which has been a fun day, 2 talks, which is rare for me, Goliath should never lose to David. If you have a big company, which I assume at some level you do here, or influence or what have you, you should not be losing to upstarts. None of those wine stores should have lost to me. They just didn't believe in email and Google. They thought catalogs were better. Thank you.
Great topic to end.